Hello there, Graham Frame here with this week's webinar. The only thing is I don't see any attendees in the room, which is going to be a shame because I've got a great webinar. If nobody's turned up in a few minutes, I will abandon it and run it next week. It is a webinar where I've got three great downloads, and it's the 7 reasons why you don't get guru results and how you can change that and make sure that you do get guru results. But if we have no attendees, as I say, what I'm going to do is just postpone it and run it next week. There is little purpose in me talking to myself. I could post it up online, you wouldn't get the downloads, and you won't get the questions and answers. So I don't propose talking to myself. Just give it a few minutes. I see there are 2 people in now, but I need more than that to make it worthwhile broadcasting this webinar. So as I said, if I don't get at least 5 people within the next few minutes, I will postpone this webinar and run it at a later date. Okay, we've got 5 people in now, so I will proceed. Can you just let me know that you can hear me? I got people saying hi. Can you hear me? We've got 5 attendees. If you can hear me, I will proceed. Just let me know I'm not talking to myself. Yes, you can hear me. Okay, great. Okay, I want to get straight into this then because there's quite a lot to cover. In fact, there's too much to cover in one day. So I'm going to give you an overview of the thing so that you'll understand what it is that's going on. We've only got the 5 of you. I will take questions and answers. There will be a couple of downloads. The first one I'm going to give you now because this is the one you may have. It was the one that was supposed to be given was it last week? I don't know, time flies. I forgot to give the downloads anyway, and this one is there if you didn't get it. It's module 1 of list building income. I will be giving module 2 before we leave, module 3 next week, module 4 the week after. I also have a link for something connected with the training today, which will help you. So you'll be getting that at the appropriate time in the presentation. So right now I'm going to crack on and going to share my screen. And this is basically what we're about, the 7 reasons why you fail, how to correct them and start making a guru income. There is no reason whatsoever that you should not be getting the results that the top earners get from promoting from a campaign, but it doesn't happen. And I've been analysing why it doesn't happen so that I can help you correct that. Because if you've ever wondered why you use the same traffic sources, in fact, I've wondered why I give people exactly the same traffic sources as myself. I don't put myself out there as one of the big guns. There are people make an awful lot more money than me online, but I make a very healthy income, and I use traffic sources that I give to other people to promote the same offer that I'm promoting, and yet they get totally different results. I make I make 5, 6, 7 sales in a month with the same traffic and the same offer, and other people make no sales, nothing at all. So I've wondered why, and I've been looking at it. I mean, what is it that means that you're struggling to break even on your campaigns when I can pull in $10,000 a week? Like clockwork, okay? And as I say, I'm not one of the big guns. The big guns are pulling in 10 times that amount. I suppose I could ramp it up. In all honesty, I can't be bothered. I mean, I've got more than I need now. But if you don't know the answer to these questions, you're going to continue to shell out on advertising without ever turning a profit. And that is what you're doing. You're just throwing money down the toilet, down the lavatory there, and flushing it away. So, what are the 7 elements for a successful campaign? You probably know a lot of these yourself. The 7 elements are, the first 4 are the sort of core elements. They're your landing page, your thank you page, email follow-ups, and the fact that you have a need for multiple products. People call that multiple income streams or whatever. That is not to say that you shouldn't be focused on one thing. I'll get back to what that's about in a bit. And it's very easy for you to say, oh, well, I've got a landing page, and I've got a thank you page, and I've got an email follow-ups, and I do have lots of products that I throw at people. That's just the start. It's what you need. It's how you use those that makes the difference. And the other 3 are what are they? They're the icing on the cake, I suppose. Once you're making money with the first 4, you need to be doing split testing, tracking, and you need to be implementing duplication and automation. And once you've got all those 7 elements working for you, and I stress working for you, then you will start to see large incomes. So let's get straight to it. Landing page. What are a landing page? It's the first impression that somebody gets of you, and this is just an example I just picked up off the internet. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's bad. It's a fairly common layout. It's a headline, and it's got a sort of sub-headline. Download this action-packed chapter from my brand new book, Facebook Marketing All in One for Dummies. Okay, so looks like here action-packed chapter. They're just giving a teaser chapter away of a book, and they're going to then try and upsell you on the book. And that, to me, is not a good sub-headline, because it's saying, okay, I'm only going to get 1 chapter, and then they want me to buy the book. But maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. The only way you know with marketing is testing. And it shows you 3 proven strategies to increase your Facebook fans within 48 hours, how to position yourself as the #1 expert in your field, and 5 little known ways to attract highly targeted prospects on autopilot. These here should be clear benefits to whoever it is that you want to opt in. They should be telling them why, what they're going to get from opting in. What benefit is it to them? I'm not saying these are or they're not. I'm not criticizing this page in any way. It's just one that I quickly all I did was look for landing pages on Google, and I clicked on the first one and I downloaded it so that I could show you one. I'm sure you've seen hundreds and hundreds of examples of this. Name, email, and click here. And at the bottom here, they've got some sort of credibility, if you like. You'll see this, and people use this type of thing, unfortunately, even when it's not applicable. But that's it. It's the first impression people get of you. Picture on it. It depends on what you want from your landing page. All you want really is somebody to put in this information and click there. And will this page be a good one? There's only one way to find out, and that's by testing it. So you get a landing page, but this is your first problem. The first problem that most people have is that the landing page is probably not your own. It's one that's been given to you by an upline or a company or a business or a product that you're promoting or whatever it may be. You may have even taken templates from somewhere like leadpages.com where you have, I don't know, they've got hundreds of lead pages there. You pay your monthly fee and you've got hundreds of lead pages templates, and you select them and you change the wording. You can also get templates from within your autoresponders quite often. Aweber and GetResponse certainly have them. But the problem with it is none of these are yours. Hundreds of people are using those same templates. Probably thousands of people are using the same thing, and it doesn't matter. Sometimes you'll see, I'm sure you've seen lots of landing pages that look the same. You say, oh, I've seen that, and you go on to the next thing. Now that landing page may have been used to promote something different than you'd already seen, but because you seen the landing page before, you think you've seen what the offer is behind it, and you just move on. You click, bang, gone, lost. Even if it's promoting the same thing, you say, oh, I've seen it, bang, gone, lost. What the top people are doing is they have their own unique landing page. It's not a template, and they test them and they change them around, and sometimes they'll what's known as scraping. They'll take somebody else's landing page that's getting a lot of hits. There's ways of finding that out, and they'll try testing that and modifying that and changing it around. But in essence, what they're doing is they're creating something unique, because if it's not unique, you're in there with hundreds or thousands of people promoting exactly the same page. And when I say exactly the same page, in many cases it is exactly the same page. In some cases it's the same layout and it looks the same even though the words have changed. Okay, so the words might be changed around a little bit, but the impression that you get from it is the same. So it wouldn't matter if we had up here how to turn your Twitter account into a sales machine, and we had the rest pretty much the same. People would see this, they wouldn't read that, they would see this and say, oh, I've seen that, gone, move on to the next. Okay, so that's where your first problem is. You're not using your own landing page. So the answer is to build your own. It sounds simple, but it's not easy. Not easy to get right. It's not easy to get one that converts. And I'm going to tell you how we can overcome that as we go through. But building your own includes getting a good headline. That is the most important thing. If you just had a headline and an email box and an opt-in button, that often can be really, really successful. As long as the headline is good, to the point, and it really grabs the attention of the person there. You know, it is the most important thing on the page. And to be good with your online business, you've got to become good at generating headlines that work. And how do you become good at generating headlines that work? You become good at it the same way you become good at everything, by trial and error, testing and tweaking. And you've got to be prepared to be bad at it to start out with. You write a headline and you find that you're only getting 5% opt-ins, so you change your headline and it goes to 10% opt-ins, so you try another headline and that's 8%, so you try another one and that goes to 12, and then you're looking to improve on the 12. And that's the way that you do this with everything. The bullets, as I say, these have got to be benefits. These have got to be, what does your prospect get out of opting in? Not a feature. Feature is how things, you know, a feature is there's an auto control, remote control for your television. That is a feature. The benefit is you don't have to get out of your seat to change channels or switch your television on or off. Or that's the perceived benefit anyway. So you've got to put your bullets into what does the person get out of it, not how does it work, or what is it, or what does it look like. What is the benefit? And that's your bullets. You only need 3, maximum of 5 bullets on your landing page. Images, try with and without, but images should be clear and sharp and simple. And if you are building your own brand, then it's a good idea to have a good, clean, professionally taken, ideally, portrait style photograph of yourself. And it's got to be something that is non-controversial, ideally. You don't want to be looking like a punk rocker, and you don't want to be looking like a staid old banker. You want to be looking free and easy, friendly, good, clean cut, because that way you will get the majority of the people coming in. Look at the type of thing that politicians will use on their stuff that they stick through your letterbox. They've got a picture of them on there. It doesn't show them in a swimsuit on the beach, or it doesn't show them riding a bucking bronco, or with tattoos all over their nose, or whatever, you know. You've got to have something that is non-controversial if you're using an image. It's not there to attract attention. You've already got people to that landing page. All you want to do if you're using an image is to say, okay, this is good, solid and honest, right? Videos, you can put videos on a landing page. If you're putting videos on, they need to be short. I would suggest less than 30 seconds. And that can be quite hard to do. It can be very good to use on a landing page if you're using a video, one of these cartoon sketch type videos, because they command attention and people will watch those just to see the drawings materialize for 15 to 30 seconds. But they've got to stress the benefits. Once again, benefits, benefits, benefits. Why should somebody give you their email address and click the submit button? Different colors have different effects. You can only find out which colors are working best by testing. Magnet, what's the magnet? The magnet is the reason that they're going to put their email address in there. what is it that's going to attract them? What is it that they want enough to exchange their email address to get it? You've seen the same sort of thing. It might be a video, it might be a free sample, it might be an ebook, it might be a CD, lots of different things that it can be. But it's got to be relevant to your headline, and it's got to be relevant to your prospect, the person that you've sent there. And the call to action has got to be strong. You've got to tell people what you want them to do. Put your email in now and press the button to get the magnet. Okay? It's got to be strong and it's got to be decisive, because people need direction. People often sort of dither and they see something and say, oh yeah, that looks all right. And if the call to action isn't really there, bold and obvious, they'll just leave it and move on. So you can build your own. As I say, simple, not easy to get a really good one that converts well. But I'll go into that in a bit more detail. Thank you page. This is where most people lose their sales, because they don't have a thank you page. And so quite often bait and switch tactics are used, and these will alienate your prospect. You'll see something that says put your email in here and click submit to get my free ebook. And they do that, and immediately they're sent to a sales video. And that's not what they clicked for. They clicked to get the ebook. And now you've stuck them in front of a sales video, and they say, oh, what game on this? And this is what it's a kind of bait and switch. And people don't like it. People like honesty. So there are ways of getting them to sales videos, and the best way is through your thank you page. And I'm going to go into how you can construct those in more detail in a bit, but here's an example of what I've just talked about. Suppose you had somebody opting into a webinar registration, a webinar like this, and you say on your thank you page, okay, webinar registration successful. I'll send you an email with your webinar login details in the next 5 minutes, so they know what's going on. Okay, I would here put, I would thank them as well. I wouldn't just put webinar registration successful. I'd say thank you for being interested in this. It's going to be really beneficial for you. Reinforce the fact that they've done something. Make them feel comfortable about it. You don't want buyer's remorse setting in before they've even bought anything. Once again, I pulled this just off online, but I pulled it off because of the way it does this. I'll send it in the next 5 minutes. Ready? Okay. Watch this special tutorial and take the test. It's not great. It doesn't link very well. But what they're doing is they're sending them now to a video or whatever it is, and take the test, and essentially it's going to be some sort of sales page. I didn't click through on it, I don't know. But it says, get ready, we're going to be conducting a short informal test of your working modality during this video, so I'd like you to grab pen and paper if you've got one handy. And it goes on to say, click here to watch this video now. So this way, we've not done a bait and switch. We've said, okay, this is what you registered for, and we've got you covered. We're going to send you an email with the details in the next few minutes. And then you say, well, while you're waiting, why not take a look at this? Because I think this will be of interest to you. Okay, so it's not bait and switch. It's giving them a chance to decline if they want, just get the email, whatever. There's a lot more you can do with thank you pages, and they are where you start to build the rapport that's going to generate the sale. And if you're missing this out, I tell you, you're missing out on sales. If you are already running a campaign and you are using an opt-in page that is getting you, say, 30-35% opt-ins, and for every 100 opt-ins you are getting one sale, you put a thank you page in and you will probably get 5 times or even as much as 10 times the sales results because of this thank you page. It will increase your conversions. It will definitely increase your conversions. But the truth is that most people won't buy at this point. And that's why you need email follow-ups. You've heard the money's in the list. And I've known people that have got some quite big lists. But they know the money's in there, but they can't get the money out. For most marketers, it stays there and it never gets transferred to them. The money's in the list and it's staying there. Why? And it's the same reason, essentially, as the we talked about with the lead capture page. It's the same old emails going out to many people. I'm making a guess now, but I bet you're on more than one mailing list. And some people are on 5, 10, 50, 100, and they get hundreds of emails every day. And those people see the same emails coming to them, the same headline, and if they open it up, it's the same text. And they say, I've seen this before, gone. And they see the same headline, and they say, I've seen this before, it's not even worth opening up, gone. Okay, and this is what 90% of marketers are doing, and this is why 90% of marketers are failing. The good part about this is it makes it easy for you, because all you've got to do is be unique. Build your own emails. You can follow the same format as somebody else that's got a successful email, but put it in your own words, use your own subject lines, use your own personality in there, because unique emails get open more often. As I say, nearly everybody is using copy and paste. They want something that they don't have to do any work on, that they can just do, and they're told that, I mean, I've seen email sequences sold to thousands and thousands of people. Get my 100 email 100 auto response emails for $7, and hundreds of people, thousands of people have got them, and they copy and paste them and they send them out and they get no results. Or the results they get are people don't buy or don't open their emails. And because everybody's doing that, that's why it makes it easy for you. That's why the smaller percentage, the 3, 4, 5% that can be bothered to put their own personality into things are making the money, because everybody else is too lazy to make money. They just want an easy way to make money on autopilot for $7, and they'll keep spending those $7 or $37 or $47 until they find a way that works. And the sad truth is that they'd never find a way that works. And after 10 years online, if they've not given up, they've spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars and got nowhere. So do what the others don't do to get the results that they don't get. Once again, be unique. Don't hammer sales until they buy or leave. A lot of people out there are teaching you with your list, just keep at your list, send them email after email after email until they buy or opt out. You know, that's no way to treat people, whoever they are. That is not the way to go about things. Build rapport. You want 5 to 10 emails building a relationship that shows them why they need you, okay? And you need to start building that relationship and teaching people why that relationship is good for them, what are the benefits of being in that relationship with you. And at the end of 5 to 10 emails, they will be more prepared to make a purchase from you. Some still won't buy. That's okay. But a lot of people that didn't buy at steps 1 and 2 will buy as you progress through this sequence. It's quite common to go 7, 10 emails. Don't forget, you're starting a relationship from absolutely stone cold, and you've got to build that. And it can take time. It can take 30, 60, 90 days sometimes to get a sale, depending on the value of that sale. When people do buy, you move them into a buyers list, because you're going to treat those people differently than the people that don't buy. And the people that don't buy are still on that list, and you then can start introducing other related products to your non-buyers. And this is why you need multiple products, multiple streams of income. It's not your first focus, it's just something additional that you can give to people. It's like your grocer. Somebody walks into the grocer's shop and they say, "Have you got any King Edward potatoes?" And he says, "No, but I've got some balls of fluff, or some russets, or whatever varieties there are. I don't know." There's an option, okay? And so you may not have exactly what that person wants, but you may have something similar that they will buy. Because it's not if your subscriber will buy. Everybody buys things. It's just a matter of when and what and who they buy it from. They will buy something from someone at some stage, so it may as well be you. And that is what's leading us now to having these multiple products. It's how you handle the non-buyers of your initial product that'll determine your income. Because if you, after taking people through, make 10 sales for every 100 people, that's 90 people that you've not sold to. But those 90 people, if you can get 10% of them to buy something else that's related, you've now got 81 people that you've not sold to. And if you can get 10% of those, that's another 8 that buy something else that's sort of interrelated. Okay, you see where I'm coming from? You're gradually whittling down the number of non-buyers by giving them something else. And that is your 4 core elements that we looked at initially. Your landing page, your thank you page, your email follow-up, and your multiple products. But the next 3 elements are where a lot of people fall down as well. Because once you've got those 4 elements working for you, the next 3 elements are what turn small profits into giant paydays. I can't remember who it was that said, "I know that only half my advertising works, but I don't know which half." But it was somebody from like the 1930s or something. It might have been Henry Ford or somebody of that era. Because frankly, at that time, there was really no way to know exactly where your clients were coming from. Okay, you could try and trace things and track things, but it was very, very difficult. But that was in the past. Online, we can test and track things to finite details to eliminate what doesn't work, and so we can ramp up our profits. Because if you've had a campaign running and you've spent $100 and you've made $200, wouldn't it be nice to know what parts of that campaign earned you that $200? It could be that only 30% of your advertising targeting was bringing in all those results. So you could have spent just $30 to make that $200. See where I'm coming from? So that is why it's important to know what's going on. Once you know that, you can say, okay, instead of putting $100 where I had it before, I'll put it all into that 30% area. So you're going to get 3 times the results. So you now get $600 in profit for $100. You say that looks pretty good, but you keep on testing and you may find that you can refine it even more. But even so, you can then take half of that profit and reinvest it, and you've got $300 going in. That's going to bring you in $1,800 and so on. And that's what happens, and that's where the gurus make the big money. They do it by turning those small profits into giant paydays, and they do it by using split testing. Now, people have heard of split testing. Most people have. It's where you test one thing against another. It's a basic scientific thing. In science and experiments, you always have a control element, something that you can say, well, that is the standard. So if we do this, what difference does it make? And you do the same with your advertising. And you do it with your landing pages. You take your landing pages, and instead of having one landing page, you have 2 landing pages. And you say, okay, this was the landing page I started with, and that got me 20% opt-ins. And this is the next landing page where I've changed the headline around a bit. So the next campaign I run, I split my my clicks between them. So half go to landing page A and half go to landing page B. And if landing page B gets better results than landing page A, you say, okay, landing page B has now become my constant, because that one now gets 25% opt-ins. And I've got landing page C here, which I've changed the headline around a bit, and I've just altered the wording on one of the benefits. And we'll try that. So the next campaign you run, you see how they work, and maybe landing page C doesn't do as well as landing page B, or maybe it does better again. If it does better, that becomes your new control. And so you go on and on and on, and you test everything. You test the headlines, you test the wording, you test punctuation, you test capitals, the benefits, the different shapes of bullet points, whether it's got an image, whether it hasn't, whether it's a video, whether it's a non-video, whether it's got a name and email, or whether it's just got an email. I mean, if it's got a name and email, you're going to get less than just email, but maybe you want the name, and maybe it's worth that slight fall off to get that. If you're selling high ticket items, you're probably going to want a telephone number, because people, generally speaking, won't buy very high ticket items without talking to somebody. But you don't just test landing page, you test everything. You test your thank you pages, because if you're sending somebody from a thank you page and you're getting 50% of the people that land on your thank you page to your sales video, and you have another thank you page that you're testing, and that gets 60% of the people to your sales video. You see, you're testing your thank you pages, and you're not just testing those, you're testing your sales page as well, because once you've got this down, you can have 2, 3, 4 different sales pages, and you test those against each other. So you're always refining and always split testing and seeing which gets the best results, and then you're trying to improve on that all the time. And tracking, you want to know exactly where your traffic is coming from and which is the traffic that's converting. If you're doing Google ads and Facebook ads and YouTube ads, you want to know which traffic is it that you're getting to convert best, because that's where you want to be concentrating. So you need good tracking, and I've got a free split tester which I'm going to give you a link to. They have a paid version. It's not an affiliate link. I don't even think they have an affiliate program, actually. They may have, I don't know, but I don't know. But it's quite neat, and you can install it relatively simply. And I'm going to give you that link in a moment. But you need to be able to track things. If you're really good with Google tracking, you can probably do it all through that. But it's complicated. It's too complicated for me. It's too time consuming. I prefer to use something that's simpler. So I use different tracking methods. But you find a tracking method that suits you, but you need to know where your traffic's coming from and how it's converting, and which landing pages and which sales pages are converting better than the others. So that's very important. And once you've got all that in place, you need to be able to duplicate your efforts, whether it's to just duplicate this into another campaign for a different product or a similar product, or the same product, because you can run different campaigns with the same product. You may want to do it through affiliates. You may be in a multi-level marketing company, and you may want the people that you introduce to be able to duplicate what you're doing. But you need some way that you can automate that duplication. Okay, so essentially, that is what the 7 elements are, and those are what the 7 elements are that make the difference in your business. And the 7 elements that will mean that you are getting the same results as I get by taking the same leads and promoting the same opportunity, or someone else gets. Okay, so I think, yeah, we had that download there. That was for module 1. I will have a quick look now for the link for that split test for you. I did have it ready, but being totally disorganized as usual, I don't know where I put it. So I'll go back to the source. OP. PQRS split test. I think there we go. Oh, this is just a paid page, I think. Sorry for the delay here, folks. I'll be there with you. Oh, dear, I had this. What about this pinkish? I can only find a paid page here, and I'm sure it's free. I got a download link for it anyway, so I think probably if you were to put into Google free split tester, you would find it, but here we go anyway. Let me put this as a sticky in splittestaccelerator.com. It's a good program. I think that link will get you to a free download. If it doesn't, try different things. But there, as I say, if you put in Google free split testing software, you will probably find it. And it's Split Test Accelerator. And it's very useful. So that's there. I'm also going to go to the pop-ins, and I'm going to put in the next download. I'm just going to put it in as module 2. Offer image, we don't need an offer image. You've seen the offer image, it's the same one. Grab it now, and this is the list building course, and it's download now. And all I've got to do now is find the link. And that is also been lost by me. I'm not having a good day, am I, today? Where are we? What's new, you're saying? What's new? Free list module 2, that's the one. Let me copy that. And it's, if I just add that link into the download box, and I can find my way back there. http://free/paste. Okay. I hope that is displaying. I don't know whether it is or not, but it should say module 2 in the offer headline if it's displaying. So if you can let me know that that's displaying, and it should have no image. I don't know, there's nowhere. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's displaying now. So that is module 2 that's there. Now, I want to tell you a little bit more about these 7 things because they're not easy to do on your own, especially if you're not experienced. And if you were to pay somebody to do this for you, a good copywriter and everything, you'd probably be paying, I don't know, up to 10 grand and possibly even more for a good funnel and email letters and everything else. And there's no need to do that because whilst it's not easy, it's not that hard either. And what I'm doing currently is I'm setting up in the back office at SOAP, and it's free. All you do is you register free at sawwp.com, and you go into there. And in fact, I'll show you. Let me see if I can find where it is. You just register free, and I'll show you where it is. I'll show you. I'll bring my screen up again once we get there. I will log into my account. So let me get back and display my screen. And it's that one, I think. There we go. And if I log into my account there, and there's lots more stuff in here that's great. There are paid options, but you can get an awful lot totally free. You go to the free members area by clicking on the link that says free members area, and it'll get you to this page here. And then if you go to free training, it's worth looking at these other things too, but if you go to free training, and there's some great training in the mindset area, you really need to be going there. But we're looking at marketing at the moment, and we are looking in there at well, we've got Facebook ads, free marketing to make 500 free traffic. List building 101 here. If you go to list building 101, this is where there are a series of videos, and it's me building from scratch, and you can copy exactly what I do. You can use exactly the same words that I do if you wish, but what I said to you before was try and be original. Now, when I talk about being original, what I mean is you can by all means, look, it's no skin off my nose if you take exactly my same words, but it's not going to work for you in the same way because you want to be original. But you can take my ideas, you can paraphrase them, you can move them around, you can change them around, you can try different things in different areas, but you can follow through exactly what I do to build a campaign from start to finish, which is going to generate thousands and thousands of leads using paid advertising mainly. But that paid advertising, I'm going to monetize this in such a way that I'm going to get my money back. I might even run a small profit, but I'm going to get my money back on all the list building advertising I'm doing, okay? And we're going to build thousands and thousands of leads, and we're going to build them in such a way that we build rapport with that list so that they are happy to receive emails, open them, and click on the links. And that is what we're doing there. So what I suggest you do is go to SOAP.com. If you're not a member already, then join. As I say, I mean, there's no reason not to. You can join as a free member. If somebody's invited you here, get their referral link, because if you do upgrade, then they'll benefit from it. And that's fair. Everybody's got to eat, okay? So get their referral link, because if you use the link that I'm putting up here and displaying as a stinky now, he said, yeah, it's SOAP.com. Oh no, I don't want that. How do I change that? There we go. It should be learn. No, I've got nothing in there now. Okay, if you go to this link, you could get anybody as your sponsor because we have a rotation system. If you I've been invited here by somebody that is an existing member. Get their affiliate link. If you don't upgrade, okay, it's no big deal. If you do upgrade, they'll get paid a commission on it. The upgrade starts at $7. It's not going to cost you a fortune, and they'd make $5 on it. So they're not going to make a fortune either, but it's there. Okay, so there's lots of training in there. It's well worth doing, well worth joining. I'm happy to take any questions if we've got questions from people now. I want to finish in about 5 minutes time. We'll have done an hour by then. So if there are any questions coming in, I'll give you a few minutes to those questions. I'll just have another look to see if I can find that download link for oh no, that's follow, I think. Yeah, that's follow. Do you know, I can't understand what I've done with this. Okay, I found the link for the free copy of Easy Split Tester. Hey, that's magic. Okay, let me. There it is. So there's your link. It's now in the chat section as a sticky. And that is the free version of the Split Test Accelerator. Split Test Accelerator is a paid version, and you can upgrade to that if you want. As I say, it's not an affiliate link. I don't even know if they have an affiliate program. But that's the free one, and that'll certainly get you going and get you started. We've got a question here. Jim Van says, I'm new to landing pages. Where do you put them? Landing pages are best hosted on your own website, and if you follow my course, Jim, in the Simple Fast Cash back office, I'll be showing you not only how to build them, but where to put them, how to put them, how to get them displayed, and how to get the best results from them. There's no reason not to have your own website. You can do it for hardly any money. And I know people will tell you don't need a website, you don't need an autoresponder, you don't need this, you don't need that. I don't know anybody that's making big money that hasn't got at least one, and most of them have got several of their own websites and several autoresponders. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. I might have more, but I've certainly got autoresponders with 6 different companies, and lots of campaigns on all those autoresponders. And one company I've got 2 accounts with. So you'll find not reasons why that's beneficial at some future stage. It's not important when you're starting. What is important is that you do have one autoresponder, and you do have the ability to build your own website, because it builds your credibility. It's branding. Branding is important. Pepsi-Cola, Coca-Cola, all these names like this spend millions, billions of dollars on advertising just their brand. And you can do the same sort of thing with your own website for peanuts, and you can be in the same playing field as these massive corporations. There's no real reason. Domain name registration, you're looking at, I don't know, it varies, but let's say it's $12 a year. I don't think it's even that much, but that's $1 a month. And then hosting, you can get from, I don't know, The most expensive would probably cost you $15 a month or something like that. Most of them around about $7 a month for. You want unlimited. You want unlimited bandwidth and things like that. Because if you're paying like $2 a month, but you've got restricted bandwidth, as soon as you start getting visitors coming in, they're saying, "Oh, you need to upgrade your bandwidth," and so that's another $5, and then you upgrade it again, and that's another $5. You know, they're always adding things on. You want something that's unlimited email accounts, unlimited bandwidth, unlimited storage for your website. Most won't give you unlimited storage per se, because if you're not storing stuff that's relevant to your website, then you need a storage account. It's fair enough. If you're backing your files up, this sort of thing, you know. Most of the terms will preclude that, because what you're getting from them is hosting for your website, and it's fine if you're putting on stuff that you're using on your website, like you're uploading pictures that are on your website and this sort of thing. But if you're backing up 5,000 of your family snaps to your website, you know, that's not allowed. So, but you want unlimited in all senses of the word. And if you want backup, then that's a different matter, and it's recommended. Okay. I got another question here. Are your follow-up email on AMAR? I presume, on an autoresponder. I presume that means. Yeah, you would put your follow-up email sequence on an autoresponder, which is why you need an autoresponder. That doesn't mean that's the only connection you'll have with the people. It just means that if you get busy or you forget or whatever, or you don't have time, they'll be getting something from you. So yes, you would want a sequence on your autoresponder. But it's also good policy to send out broadcasts that are topical, depending on what it is. I mean, recently we had the tragedy with Robin Williams, and that's something that you could have sent an email out to your list saying, I just heard about Robin Williams, and I thought he was an amazing person, brought so much happiness to the world, and it's such a sad event. Let me know your thoughts on it, and this sort of thing. So that you're generating, as I say, you're building that rapport, you're building friendships with people. And being friends, you don't want to rip them off either. You don't want to be selling them something that you don't know anything about, or you think's rubbish, or anything like that. You want to be looking after them in the best way that you possibly can. So, if there are no more questions, I'm going to leave. It's 4 minutes it's showing now. I know that there is a delay. I'll give it till 3 minutes, and if with no more questions by then, I will bid you adieu, and I'll see you next week. But do, if you're not a member of SOAP, join. Get the person that introduced you to this webinar. If they're a member, get their referral link, and if not, just go to sawp.com/LEARN, register, it's free, and go into the free members area and just have a look around at all the stuff that's in there, and there's lots more being added as we speak. There's stuff planned, and it'll be going on, and certainly have a look at the mindset as well, the mindset training. There's a new video gone in this week, which is laying the foundations, and everybody should have a look at that. Okay. No more questions. That's it then from me. Thanks all for coming. Make sure you register for the next one, and make sure you promote the next one. To promote it, it's just sawp.com/RMM, and that will always register you for the next webinar that's coming up. And that usually takes effect about within about an hour of this one finishing. The next one will be up there. So don't rush off now and register for next week's, because you'll be registering for this one. It'll probably tell you that it's gone. So give it maybe an hour, and then go to sawwp.com/RMM and register, and you'll be on for the next webinar. Okay, that's it. I look forward to seeing you then. I appreciate you all being here. It's far better than talking to myself, and I hope I can help you bring the success into your life that I've been blessed with in mine. God bless you all.